Now, if your nation of citizenship is one of the 90-something countries that are allowed to come in to Thailand with the no visa, and as long as you pass everything at immigration, they just stamp you for 60 days. As of right now, at the moment I'm filming this, be sure that you're checking the Thai Embassy official website, because the rules about how long they will let you in on that tourist visa can change quickly. It's essentially like a visa on arrival. Right now, you get stamped in for 60 days on a tourist short visa. But what if you want to extend that? Can you do it? The answer is yes. But the rules of the game are the same, whether it's a 30-day or a 60-day. So today, we're gonna go get our visa extended, and I'm gonna take you with me, show you exactly how it works. Moving around Bangkok and exploring Bangkok can be made significantly easier if you enable the heads-up display on your Google Maps for the public transit system. How you do that is, if you're logged in on a laptop or a computer, hover over the layers icon on the lower left and click public transit. On a mobile phone, you're looking for the icon on the top right, click it, shows you like 3 sheets, like layers, and again, select public transit. That will show you all of the lines, the MRT, BTS, SRT around the city, so you can always know where you're close to a station or not. Okay, let's get down to business. We moved across the city to Lak Si Station. You can get there the SRT railway or the pink MRT, which is a continuation actually of the BTS from city center. You follow the corridors and the sky walks to IT Square at Lak Si. So we're just gonna take this corridor into the mall and let's get our visa extended. That corridor is gonna take us to the entrance where the Mr. DIY store is. That lands us on the 2nd floor of the mall. And down on the bottom levels, there's all kinds of food and ice cream, so don't worry if you're starving. We go up 1 floor on the escalator. This is where you're headed. So for short-term tourist visas, you don't want to go to the big immigration office that's the size of a football stadium. They're going to kick you back here. That is more for retirement visas, DTV visas, the long-term stay. Short-term people come here. Few ground rules to know. Number 1, it's open from 8:30 to 16:30 on weekdays, and they cut off entry to the line at 3:30 or 15:30. Lunch break from noon to 1 o'clock, 12 to 1300. And they're serious about it. So wherever you are in this series of steps, lines, and process, at 12 o'clock, you freeze in place until 1300. So as soon as you come off the escalator, now you do have to have your passport with you, obviously, and some money and some patience. As soon as you get off, there's a desk right here where you can get a passport photo taken of yourself, which you will have to submit in the packet, and paper copies of your passport pages. All of that they'll do in 5 minutes for 116 baht. If there's a big line right here at the top of the escalator, on the back side, on this floor, there's 3 or 4 offices that will do all of that, do paper copies for you so you can move your way around. When you come inside, they are gonna give you some of the paperwork you have to fill out, but they have these workstations. Oh yeah, they'll sell you a pen for 10 baht also if you forget a pen, because there's no pens here. Grab one of these workstations, and they have up on the wall examples of how to fill out your paperwork for this extension. So in summary, first thing, get your papers copied, your pictures taken, then fill out the paperwork to get the visa extension. Then you wait in line, you come to this first desk where they check over all of your paperwork and make sure you've got it all right, at which point you'll be given a number card and you will be called into the actual immigration office, where you will pay 1,900 baht for a 30-day extension. You'll hand over your passport with all the paperwork. You'll come sit out here in the waiting area for a period of time. Then they call up your number. and you've got it stamped. That 1,900 baht works out to just over 58 US dollars as currency exchange rates are right now. While my first 60 days was free, that stamp on arrival, if you know you're gonna wanna be in Thailand for a little while, come down here and get this, because you're now extended out to a 90-day visa for 58 US dollars and change, which works out to just over 64 cents per day spread out over 90 days. So dollar cost averaging, that cost of peace of mind and freedom to maneuver for longer, that's a pretty good bargain. So how soon in your stay can you come here and do this? If the day you get stamped into the country is day 0, on day 15 you can come get this done. And I know that because I came on day 14 thinking 2 weeks, and I was very respectfully and politely asked to return today. So I was here yesterday. So what that means in practical math is if you arrive on the first day of a month, on the 16th day of the month, you can come here and do the 30-day visa extension. So you can be proactive and do some of the administrative work ahead of time online, which gets you an appointment. But here's what's crazy. This is bonkers. I mean, it's bordering on spooky. A year ago, I was here several times doing visa extensions, and there was like 1,000 people here. People were scrambling to get into the line before they cut off the queue. I was here yesterday, and there was probably about 100 people, but it is so quiet in here today. I don't know what is going on, but I have some ideas, and I'm gonna put a link in the description below to a video that was the most intelligent synopsis of the whole shifting tourist landscape here in Thailand. And it's a really interesting conversation because in the American monologue, we were really concerned that tourism was just going to be overblown here in Thailand for a long time. We call it the White Lotus effect, based on a very popular television show in the United States. And they did the filming for that show on the island of Koh Samui. I don't know what the situation is like on Koh Samui, but here in Bangkok, I mean, Suvarnabhumi Airport was like silent. And as I've been moving around city center Bangkok, it is nowhere near as busy as it was a year ago. And this is the most telling story of all. So I don't know, but I think I smell opportunity for Western travelers during this rainy season, which really just started in the last couple of weeks. You might find some pretty sweet bargains around the country. Go on out to Thailand. So if somewhere in the universe of your thinking, you are here visiting Thailand or Bangkok with the serious possibility of staying long-term in Thailand, and you want to start exploring to figure out, well, what would that look like? I'm going to give you a link to a video right here that starts to introduce going around Bangkok and finding your neighborhood. I mean, you do, after all, have 15 days to get to know, explore all the tourist sites and explore the neighborhoods. In that video, in the description, I've provided some links to videos that I found very helpful when I was preparing to come explore Bangkok, but also along the way that I thought, oh man, these content creators are producing really good stuff. Most of the major banks have ATMs and offices here in the mall. It's not the fanciest place in the world, but pretty much everything under the sun you could need to do, you can do on your day trip to get your visa extended. Personal hygiene products at the old Watson's. And it is IT Square after all, so there's a lot of cell phone stores here. So since you most likely overpaid for your tourist SIM card for your telephone when you arrived at the airport, now that you're extended out 90 days, you can drop into one of these mall stores where you get the real bargains on the local SIM cards. For example, True, DTAC, and AIS. And if you go into those shops, you do have to have your passport again, but you can get a 3-month data SIM card much cheaper than the tourist one you're buying at the airport. Now, if you forgot to eat beforehand, or if you're here long enough that you get hungry again, it bears repeating so this whole basement floor is restaurants. I mean, there must be close to 100 of them. eating at a mall in Thailand it's the upside down from eating at a mall in the United States. You would only do it in America if it was your last option to stay alive. But here in Thailand, it's not only some of the cheapest food you're gonna find anywhere other than street food, and it's some of the best tasting. All right, so we got the stamp. We're good to go, man. Let's get out of here and go explore more of Bangkok. I hope you found this video somewhat helpful if you are a short-term tourist, and giving you the ideas of how to stick it out a little longer, all right? So I'll see you in the next video.